Welcome back to the Grace-Filled Mom podcast. Today's episode is for the mom who is waiting for answers, waiting for change, waiting for God to move. We're talking about Hannah today, a woman whose story reminds us that waiting is not wasted when it's placed in God's hands. Let's set the scene a little bit for today. So Hannah was wanting a child deeply, and year after year, she waited. She prayed, she hoped, she carried disappointment quietly. What stands out in Hannah's story is not just her longing, but her faithfulness in the waiting. She didn't stop praying. She didn't harden her heart. She didn't give up on God. She brought her grief honestly before Him. Hannah teaches us that waiting doesn't mean doing nothing. Waiting often looks like praying even when answers delay, trusting even when the outcome is uncertain. She had no idea that she would ever be able to have a child, but she kept praying and she kept her faith strong. Waiting often looks like continuing to show up with faith, like Hannah. And when God did answer her prayer, Hannah did something incredibly hard. She released what she loved back to God. Her story reminds us that motherhood is not about ownership. It's about stewardship. As moms, we wait in many ways. We wait for growth. We wait for healing. We wait for clarity. And sometimes God answers differently than we expected. Hannah's faith wasn't rooted in control, it was rooted in trust. She trusted God, both in the waiting and in the releasing. To wait so long for something and then to give it back to God, that takes a tremendous amount of faith and trust. But we know that our children are created by God, they're His anyway. And as I said before, we're just stewards of them. We're sheltering them, we're taking care of them, we're nurturing them and helping them to grow into the men and the women that God has already created them to be. We don't own them, they're His children. He's just allowed us to be able to shepherd them and give them that love and teach them about Him so that when they grow up, they're fulfilling the purpose that He's already created them for. And it's a powerful reminder for us. We can hold our children with open hands, loving deeply while trusting God completely. If you're waiting today, your prayers matter, your faith matters, your perseverance is seen. Waiting is not weakness, it's worship. God is at work, even when the timeline feels slow. He's always working behind the scenes. Here's something to carry with you today. What are you trusting God with in this season of waiting? I know all of us have different issues, problems, worries, longings. And sometimes we feel like, does He even hear me? But He does. He does hear you. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. And your faith is never wasted. I pray that you and your prayers will be answered by the God that loves you and loves your child more than anything. It's hard when we're in that season of waiting. It was hard for Hannah in biblical times, and it's hard for us today. But just remember that He is there. He does hear you, and He is working behind the scenes. His will is perfect, and His timing is perfect. And sometimes we have to just continue to have faith until He shows us and shares with us what His plan is. So don't give up. Just keep praying. Keep your faith. Because like I said, it's never wasted. I pray that you have joy in your prayer life, joy in your motherhood, and I pray that you just continue to grow in your faith as you trust in Him for everything. I'll see you next time.